Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you a quick demo of the Task Archive app that's available to us on the Salesforce App Exchange. This app converts task records from our data storage to file storage, mainly for the purposes of either cleaning house and cleaning up the data from your instance, or also helping to lessen the data storage charges that Salesforce has given you if your organization is either close to reaching them or has gone over its limits. So for the purposes of the demo today, I've created a sample task and we'll be archiving just this one record, but you can archive as many records as you like to at one time or need to. So here's the task record that I've created. We can see we've got a subject line of callback in June with a due date, comments, status, and so on. And if we click into the related to record, we can see on this account of Cockroach Treats, we have that task in our activity history. So to archive the tasks, the first thing that we need to do is open up the Task Archive app. And we're going to click into the Configure Task Archive tab. You can see that it is going to separate the open tasks and closed tasks. And the process is actually the same for both. It just allows us to only run one or the other at a time so that you can choose to only archive closed tasks or so. So the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is edit the configurations for our process. The task that I had created was a closed task, so I'm going to edit our configurations under closed tasks today. Here we have some options, such as if we want to archive or delete our records. If we delete the records, they will not be available for reference later, and they will not be stored as file storage either. If we archive them, we will have access to those records as file storage. We can choose the number of days old of the tasks that we want to archive. So this actually references the due date on the tasks. So in this case, anything 351 days and older is going to be archived. And you don't have to do this, but you can choose to select a object that you want to relate the tasks to. So if you had one specific account, say that had hundreds of tasks, and you only wanted to relate or archive those tasks related to that one account, you can do so. So for today's demo, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, is just archive that one task that I had created under our account for today's demo. Once we hit save, we can then preview our closed tasks archive that we just configured, and it will show us any tasks that fell under that configuration. So here we can see our callback in June, and a little bit of information about it. It's also going to show you on this page how many tasks are going to be archived or deleted. So in this case, I have 20 tasks in my instance completely, and only one of those 20 tasks is going to be archived at this time. So we can choose to go back or run. I'm going to go ahead and run the process at this time. This can take up to a couple of minutes. If you are running a very large number of tasks to archive at one time, especially if you're running up to thousands of them, it could take quite a bit of time to run, just because it is going to run in multiple batches for you. So this is completed. The batches processed as 1 and 0 failed, and it gave us a total of 1 batch. So we can close this now. It's going to take us back to our configuration page. Now that we have archived our task, I'm going to go ahead back to my account record where the task previously was and refresh this screen. And you'll see now that there is no information in the activity history because that task is no longer available as data storage. If we want to reference our tasks that we have archived in the past, coming back to our Task Archive app, we can click our View Archived Tasks tab. And this will show you all of the tasks that you've ever archived previously. We can use some search filters here to find specifically what we need to reference. So if we knew that we wanted to pull open a task that had a specific subject line, if we want to pull open all tasks that were archived during a specific date range, or we can pull open tasks that were related to a specific object. So again, for this example, I'm going to see all of the tasks that I have archived related to my sample account. And once I search for that, you can see we have 4 different tasks that have been archived. Our call back in June is the one that we just did. And if we want to look at the details of that task, we can just simply click View Task, and it will open up a Visualforce page for us to see the information such as the comments, the priority, and so on. So that about wraps up the demo for Task Archive. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thank you.